Hi, welcome back. Today we are dealing with curl. In this session, we focus on basic usage of curl commands. So without wasting time, let's get started. First, open your terminal, then type curl help. This will give all the help options that we can use in curl. We can also use manual page. Just type man curl. This will give brief description about all the options that we can use with curl. In this session, we just focus on basic usage. First, just type curl, then paste the URL of any site you want to test. Just copy the URL, then paste it. This will give all the information related to that site. We can verify it by downloading that page. I'll just go to another directory. Here I will download the content of that page. For that, just type curl, then small letter O, then give the file name. I will save it as HTML format. If you want, you can use it in text or JSON format also. Then paste the URL. Now the download has been completed. We can open that file in Google Chrome. See, this is the content of this page. Hence, we can verify that the actual data which it has given is accurate. Then other things we can do is downloading file in curl. For that, I will just go to any page for Ubuntu ISO page. Then I will just click on download. This will start download of Ubuntu ISO page. Okay, the download has been begin now. I will just go to download. Then I will copy the address. Now I will just type curl, then the file name ubuntu.iso, then paste the URL, then click on enter. Okay, I will just try to download another file. Okay, I will try to download this file. Just copy this link address, then curl sorry, actual issue about previous one is we should give small letter O to specify file names. See, the download has been begin now. If you don't want to give any specific file name, then we can use capital letter O. So this will give the default download name. Hope you understand those things. Now, difference between small letter O and capital letter O. The small letter O is used to give specific file name from user, and capital letter O will download the actual file name with. Now another thing that we can do is accessing bad SSL page. For example, the pages which has bad SSL certificate or expired SSL certificate. For that, I will just go to this page. Then here I will, if I open this, this will give the connection error due to SSL certificate. If I try to open this in curl, just type curl and paste that URL, it will show SSL certification error. If you use the option K, we can access this page. See, this is how we can access the pages having bad SSL certificate. Then other thing is HTTP to HTTPS protocol redirect. For that we can use curl, then option L, then the site. For example, Google is using HTTPS, but if you give HTTP, it will try to force redirect to HTTPS. It may give 301. Okay, it is giving 301. The file has been moved. So to fix this, if you want to check the HTTP or HTTPS protocol by curl itself, we can use the option L, then the URL. Once we are done with this, it will give the data of that page. Now another option is I, which helps to see the body response. For example, if we give curl, then I, then URL of the site we want to check, then it will just give the response body of that site. Now other things I will explain by lab. For that I will access my lab. Okay, the lab is running. I'll just access it. See, this is my lab, which is having the users Tesla and Elon. Now I will just run this lab URL in curl to test. Sorry, curl. Then okay, I will check response body now. Okay, see this, in this page we have two users, Tesla and Elon, and the ID for both users are unique. The Tesla is having ID 1 and Elon is having ID 2. For example, if I want to access ID 2, I will just type curl, then endpoint I want to access is 1. See, it is giving the information about that endpoint. If I want to access the endpoint 2, which is related to username Elon, see, this is giving the endpoint ID 2 and Elon. If I want to access both at a time, I will just give curl and URL endpoint which I wanted to access and another URL endpoint which I want to access. Once I click on enter, it will give output of both pages. Then another thing is we can use square bracket, and inside the square brackets we can mention the endpoints. For example, I want to access ID 1 to ID 2. Then once I click on enter, it will give the output of ID 1 to ID 2. Now if I want to add another user, I can do that by curl itself. Just type curl and use option D to add data. Then for the user I will give ID 3 and name is I will give VI3. Then I will just paste the URL. Once I click on enter, the user has been added. I can check this user. Now I will give 1 to 3. See, it is giving from ID1 to ID3. If I want to check the ID3 only, I will just give ID3 only. Now I will clear this. Now if we want to add in JSON format, we can done this by using option H, which is used for specifying content type. For that, just type curl, then option H, then content type is application or JSON, application or JSON. Then the data we want to add, we are adding it in JSON format. ID, I will give ID 4, then name, I will give name root, then the URL. Okay, we successfully added. Now I will confirm this. The ID which we have given is 5. Okay, we have some issue. I will confirm this in. Sorry, the ID we have given is 4. Yes, the ID we have given is 4. And the name is root. To access all IDs, I will just give ID 1 to ID 4. Click on enter. This will give all the usernames. Okay. To delete any specific data, we use the method delete. If you want a specific method in curl, we can use option X. Then I want to delete, so I will use the delete option, delete method. Then the URL in my lab, delete endpoint is delete. Then the ID which I want to delete, I will delete user 3 for example. Now the ID 3 has been deleted. See, the ID 3 has been deleted. Now other thing is, for example, if you are accessing the page like this, let me stop my lab. Okay, I will remove this one also. Okay, for example, we are accessing a site which is having login page like this. Then we can access this login page itself in curl. For that, just right click on website, then click on inspect, then check the input value for username and password. For username, the input name is uname. Then for the password, the input name is pass. Okay, once the action is completed, it is going to endpoint called username.register. Then the method which is using is post. So I will just type curl, then I want to check response body, then method is post method. Yes, the method is post method. Method is post, then the URL, URL of this page, but we need to change this to userinfo.php because the action once the registration is completed is userinfo.php. Then data which we want to add is, for username it is uname. So uname is equal to test, and password is pass, then the password is test. For I will just check wrong password once, so we can confirm the response body for both. See, this is the password for username and this is the password for test. Then I will just click on enter. See, it is going to some another endpoint, so it is showing 302 found, and the location of the page is login.php. So as the password is wrong, it is redirecting to this URL itself. Once we gave the right password, it should be 200. Okay, I think yes, the response is 200. Okay, so we can confirm this curl is working fine. So this is how we can use curl in basic operations. If you have any doubt, please let me know in the comments, and I try to resolve and understand it to you very well. So this is all about this video. Thank you for watching and for your time and patience. Bye bye.